What's up, Battle Buddies? Today we are at Disneyland for its kickoff to the 70th anniversary. This is basically a giant birthday party to Disneyland, and we are so excited to see all of its new shows that are coming out, the return to Wondrous Journeys, and even the return to Paint the Night, which we've never heard of, or we've never seen it, I guess, but we've heard it's amazing and it's a nighttime lit up parade type show. So we're super excited to see what else they have in store.
There's also a new projection show in front of Small World, which is rumored to be better than the fireworks show. So I'm excited to see that one. And we might see Miguel too from Coco. There is so much happening here that this for sure will probably be a two-part video, since DCA is also doing a lot to celebrate the 70th, to include a new World of Color show later in the night. So stay tuned for that video.
So there's a lot to do today, so join us on this overwhelming adventure.
So here we have the cold Brrr-ew, and this is a seasonal Joffrey's cold brew. It doesn't really say what's in it, so I can already see that there's like crystallized sugar. There's sugar on top, some funfetti stuff, and like a chocolate disc, like a chocolate wafer or something. So let's try it. All right, so at first taste, it has like a sour aftertaste. It just tastes like one of those cold brews that's in a container, right? In a bottle that you can buy at the grocery store. It doesn't taste like they brewed it themselves here. It's like a syrup type. No sugar though, just like the syrup of the cold brew, like a concentrate. So I figured mixing in the cold foam on top, which is what I normally do with Dunkin'. I'll get like a nitro with a cold foam on top, a sweet cold foam, and I'll mix it in just to get that creamy taste. The milk kind of helped kill that sour taste, but it's still there. 3 out of 5. The wafers though, the chocolate wafers, Aaliyah got one of them too, and those are pretty good. I mean, it's just chocolate, yeah, like dark chocolate, you were saying?
No, I think it's milk chocolate.
Milk chocolate?
It tastes really sweet.
It had a good snap to it, but other than that, 3 out of 5. Probably won't get this again.
I'd say a 3.
Yeah.
It's not bad. It's just, yeah. This is the Miss Daisy. Yeah. That explains it. The drink itself is pretty sweet. I tried to stir it. I think there's syrup at the bottom. Yeah, pretty sure I just got a lot of syrup. It's not bad. I'd say like about 4.
Well, we can't use the straw anymore. It's already kind of disintegrated, so story of your life with paper straws, but cheers. Okay, this is a drink I could actually enjoy. Just like the drink we had at 90s night here at Cafe Daisy, if they put like a sour candy rim around it to kind of get a little sour, sweet and tart flavoring, it would be even better. But I think this is great. It's a cloudy, overcast, kind of cold day, but this is a drink that you could definitely get on a hot day and feel refreshed. I say I'll give it a 4.
A quick update on the cold brew. I was gonna throw it away, but I was like, you know what? No, I'm gonna push through because I need coffee. I give this a 4 out of 5 now. Hold on, there's a. All right, I'm gonna give this a 4 out of 5, and here's why. Once the milk contents start to settle and not stew, what's the word? Marinate. Once it marinates, it kind of does kill that sour taste, and it just tastes like a normal cold brew. So don't be put off by this. Just let it marinate. Just stir it. Let it sit there for a little bit, and then try it. It's not too bad. 4 out of 5.
So our goal, alongside of all of these 70th anniversary activities and shows, is we are going to try to hit up some of Disneyland's opening day attractions. And most of them actually are in Fantasyland, it appears. But of course you have on Main Street, you have the Railroad, the Main Street Cinema, and of course the Disneyland Band. So we'll see if they're ever out today. As we're entering Fantasyland, we have the King Arthur Carousel, Mad Tea Party, which that's nauseating as it is. Mickey Mouse Club Theater. And we also have the Mr. Toad's Wild Ride, Peter Pan's Flight, and Snow White's Scary Adventures. So we are going to see what has a short line and start on some opening day attractions in Fantasyland. There goes Daddy!
I don't remember it being that kind of creepy.
This is no longer called Snow White's Scary Adventures. It's now Snow White's Enchanted Wish. But you can't tell me this is still not Scary Adventures.
Disguise, I fooled them all.
It is really lively here today. There's so much going on. We got to see Geppetto walking around. We couldn't get a photo with him in the beginning, and then somehow he almost tripped over Leo's foot. Is that what you said?
Yeah.
And then he's like, oh, well, we're already here. Let's take a photo. He didn't say that because they're not supposed to talk. And yeah, it's a lot of life here. And
The bands?
Him. I was being tripped.
And like the bands are walking around and playing. We're staying in Fantasyland for the most of it because there's a lot of rides in our mobile orders that we're waiting on now. But a lot of the rides here in Fantasyland were opening day attractions. So we're trying to hit up a few of them at least. And it's just so much going on today.
And yeah, so what we did this morning, we went ahead and mobile ordered as much as we could. So we don't have to worry about things selling out. And yeah, it'll kind of keep us like
In order.
yeah, in some type of order.
Yeah.
And if it works out, we'll share that timeline with you guys too. So yeah.
Yeah, we'll share our itinerary if everything works out. But right now it's so overwhelming, but we're still staying on track. So second mobile order of the day, and I'm excited. Leanne's coming this way.
All right, Leah. Let's see if you can lift that sword up. The other one's almost impossible to lift. So can you lift this one? Hey.
Still in the stove.
So by order of Leah, we decided to get the tuna melt, which is also part of the 70th.
I mean, it was part of the
70th menu thing.
Yeah.
And wow, this is really good. I'm already giving this a 5 out of 5. However, you can see, well, you can't see it anymore, but there's pepper seeds in there. I don't know if it's jalapeno seeds. And man, it does have a little kick. It's nothing crazy, but I'm used to spicy food, and Aaliyah can handle it, so it's not that bad. But this is a 5 out of 5. The cheese isn't really cheesy because it's been sitting here for a little bit, but it complements the tuna so well. The tuna's not dry. It's very moist and juicy, and the bread, it's like a toasted, I don't know if this is sourdough.
It looks like it could be.
It's a toasted bread. And then the chips, I think these are kettle fried. They're not greasy at all. Very crispy, not stale, just the right amount of crunch. This whole ensemble is a 5 out of 5.
Wow.
And if this tuna melt is a little too spicy for you, you can also get this sparkling peach punch, which is Sprite and peach syrup with assorted popping spheres. popping spheres. It's just boba, popping boba.
Well, you know, boba is actually the name of the tea. It's
The
not
tapioca?
pearls.
Oh. But spheres, why not popping pearls? This is really good. I get this a 5 out of 5. Aaliyah just gave it a 5 out of 5. If you like the Superstar Lemon Squash at Universal Studios Hollywood, you're gonna like this one. It tastes very similar.
The popping boba does look exactly like the ones in the Superstar Lemon Squash over at Super Nintendo World. So far, a lot of these drinks that they have, like the fruity carbonated drinks, have all been a hit here. These are delicious. This is a 5. Refreshing. I do like it a little more than the one over at Cafe Daisy, the Miss Daisy drink. I think because I like the carbonation from the Sprite in this one more, especially out here, the sun's coming out, better than the lemonade. So if you don't want carbonation, go get the Miss Daisy over at Cafe Daisy in Toontown. But if you want a little carbonation, get the peach, sparkling peach punch over here at Red Rose Tavern. This is the 70th stuff here at Red Rose Tavern, which is a shortbread cookie with a cookies and cream cake, fresh raspberry and raspberry jam surrounded with white chocolate mousse and topped with colorful sprinkles. There's a lot of flavors going on. Once you get through the initial shock of how many flavor components there are in this cake, it's not bad. You do have to like frosting because, as you can see, it is covered in frosting. The shortbread is light and flaky. Oh, shortbread is actually really good. And the little cookies and cream cake on the inside, I'm not a huge jam fan, but Aaliyah and Luis can definitely give you their review on that. This is good. Now, I am a little sad because I'm comparing this since I originally wanted the cake over at Plaza Inn, but it's reservation only and we could not get reservations. But that's okay. We're going to overcome and adapt. So we got this instead, and I say it's still a win. I would give it a 4.
I give that about a 4 out of 5. It's too sweet for me. The jelly complements the cookie, but then with the gray, well, is that gray stuff? Is it supposed to be the gray stuff?
No, it's just the frosting, but it's very light.
It kind of like, it's weird. It's weird to pinpoint what flavor that is. I don't know if it adds or takes away. It's a little too sweet though, overall. But I'll give it a 4 out of 5.
But it is really sweet.
And the cookie's hard to get into. So this is the W.E.D baked potato, which is basically Walt Disney's chili cheese baked potato. I've heard so many great things about Walt's famous chili, and everyone says it's so delicious. You throw that on a baked potato, and I'm telling you, that sounds like a win already for me. And it has a little cute little piece of cornbread on top too. This looks so good. When you're out here, and a lot of the treats out here are sugary and sweet and just way too much, this is what you need. A hearty baked potato and that just hearty chili with the cheese, and it has like a little spice kick on the end. Not spicy, but just a little spice kick. This is it. I'm already giving this a 5 out of 5.
I was gonna probably give that a 4 out of 5, and then a 3 just out of spite. But the W.E.D chili, which stands for World Edward Disney, and then when you move it around, it says Disney World. To me, I feel like it needs a little more salt, but it's still a really good baked potato. And then Walt's chili on top, it's pretty freaking good. And then when you have the cornbread too, right after having a bite of the baked potato, it adds that sweetness and just that. It's a good cornbread. It's a really good cornbread. It just adds more textures to this chili concoction baked potato thing. I'm gonna say 5. I'm gonna give it a 5.
I think the main problem with this baked potato is we didn't start eating it first thing this morning when it was still like 60 something degrees out here. It is now like 74 and hot. So we're eating it when at the hottest part of the day, unfortunately. But it is still a win for me. Mm-hmm. I guess.
Small world, but a long ride. Here we got the macaron here at Alien Pizza Planet. Let me tell you, this macaron has cake inside of it. I never heard of a macaron with cake in it. And Aaliyah pointed out there's frosting. It's really hard to see. Not a lot of frosting. And it just pairs so well, but it's like falling apart in my hands right now. I think this is a really unique dessert. A macaron with cake in it and a little bit of frosting. And it's like a funfetti cake. I'm gonna give this a 5 out of 5 as it's falling apart in my hands. This is really good.
One thing I will say, things have been going so smooth today regarding all of our mobile orders. So I mobile ordered everything we basically wanted to eat today, all from our hotel room this morning. We made a list well in advance, and this morning I just went and planned them out. It has worked perfectly so far. And you can kind of surprise yourself and give yourself like a little bit of a treat during the day, because you're ordering them so early on in advance that by the time you pick up your order, you forget what you order. I totally forgot I ordered the Coke slush for Aaliyah with the little glow cube. We're a sucker for a cute little glow cube. But it's perfect because it's 2 o'clock now and it is so hot. This is the perfect little pick-me-up. And then we also got the Space Cottage fries or Space Cottage chips at the Galactic Grill. So we're also gonna try those.
They look like fried pickles to me, but they're just potatoes that are crinkle cut to look like fried pickles, and then it looks like it's fried. Unfortunately, the batch that we got was kind of cold or lukewarm. It's okay. I'm not big on carbs. I don't even know why we got this as part of the 70th. I'm not big on carbs, but this ranch though, or this dill sauce. Is it dill sauce or ranch? It tastes more like a dill sauce. It's really good. Like, it tastes house made. So that's the star of the show, is the dill sauce. Not so much this right here. I'm gonna give this a 2 out of 5.
By the way, I can't rate the macaron because by the time I got to the table after picking this up, it's gone.
Don't blame me. I already had my share.
I have my share too.
Which leaves none for me.
Oh, there's that eye. Take that.
You're right. They said I could taste the hat and this little green piece that
And the
basically crinkled off the macaron. So, okay, so just continuing on our journey of checking out at least some of the opening day attractions, Mark Twain Riverboat was one of them on the list, and we've never ridden this, so this is new to us, but while we're here, and all the wait times are really low too, so check it out.
Today's just been a weird, interesting day. The wait times have been super low. We've been riding everything plus more. So we originally had an itinerary of what to ride. Originally, the rides that were around 70 years ago. But man, like, what's up with today? It's like not busy, and I'm okay with that. I'm really fine with that. So I'm excited, and we still got a bunch of time left for the next parade. So we're just gonna do a montage of things and just enjoy the rest of the day. I mean, because we paid for it. So
Our itinerary of the day so far, and we entered an hour and a half after park opening. We have finally made it to the Adventureland, where we are getting on the Jungle Cruise, another opening day attraction. A ride that we really love, but now we get to ride it for an extra reason. I mean, it's one of the ones that Walt created here. So, however, when Walt opened this, he originally wanted real life animals, but he basically got the veto on every one of those ideas, because you just can't have real life animals. Imagine like a crocodile or something coming up on your boat.
Everyone have good news and bad news. Which one do you want first? The good news is I'm not getting something after kids in a moment. That is the circle of life after all. Water. Water!
All right, so the Disneyland Railroad is our last and final ride. That was an opening day attraction. There were some other ones sprinkled in, like from Tomorrowland, but it seems as if they're not there anymore. So we're actually getting on this train from New Orleans Square instead of the actual like Main Street, and we're gonna check it out. We actually have never ridden this one as well, so we're doing a lot of firsts for first opening day attractions. So remember in the beginning when we said join us for this overwhelming adventure? We needed a little rest. So we were luckily able to get a reservation. The only place we can get a reservation was the Carnation Cafe, which I did not know. The Carnation Cafe ice cream parlor was one of the opening day restaurants, but it wasn't like a full restaurant like it is now. So that's really cool. They kind of pushed us into visiting here. But we also came here because they have the Carl Strauss 70th anniversary IPA made specifically for Disneyland's 70th anniversary. So that's cool. So Luis is getting that one, and I am getting their new tropical rum cocktail. So they were closed for a while for refurbishment, and they just opened a few days ago, and they just told us like, yeah, we have a new menu for the 70th. So I'm really excited. It's our first time visiting here. and everyone is already lining up. It's not even 7 o'clock yet, and everyone is already lining up on the street for Paint the Night, which doesn't start till 8:45. So we're gonna sit here, just enjoy a little downtime, and let the crowd hopefully die down some. That is delicious. So this is the tropical rum cocktail with Bacardi Superior Rum, Myers Rum Original Dark, pineapple, orange, and lime juices with grenadine. I'm trying to remember like what type of cocktail this reminds me of, but it's literally just like maybe like the Aussie punch at Outback Steakhouse. I mean, basically just any rum punch. I love the citrusy and fruity juices type cocktails, so this is right down my alley. Right down my alley. I love this. I'm already giving it a 5 out of 5. An extra 5 out of 5 because we needed it in Disneyland after today.
I feel like it smells better than what it tastes like. I taste like a subtle hint of rum in the back end. It could be the rye, but I think it's the rum. I'm gonna give it a 4 out of 5. I'm not big on sweet drinks. This is really sweet. And I got the cookie stroll.
Wow.
I have the Carl Strauss
70th
IPA. So yeah, we were talking about this earlier. Here, they're serving it in a glass cup. At DCA, they're supposed to serve it in a can, right?
No, it's in a yellow cup. Like the typical yellow cup.
Okay, got you. Well, I thought this was gonna be in a can. I was
Me
expecting
too.
a can, but yeah, whatever works. Yeah, you can smell like citrus, hop. I smell a lot of hop. I'm gonna give it a 3 out of 5. It's just really hoppy, like way too hoppy of an IPA, to the point where it's starting to taste more like on the grass side.
You're not huge on IPAs anyway.
No, but I love Stone. Stone is IPA.
They're heavier too.
It's very light. Like there's not a lot of body, but a very high tone of hops. Yeah, 3 out of 5. It's grass.
I say this disclaimer in probably every video when he makes me try a beer that he likes or that he's had. I don't like beer because it's so hoppy. I will do ciders though. Oh, yep. That is so dry. I'm sorry, if I were to buy that, I would have to waste it. There's no way.
So yes, we came here for the drinks, but we also ordered food. I mean, we need to eat something substantial. I don't know, we might review it, we might not, I don't know. But we're not alcoholics, so we're getting food, so. Moving away from the whole 70th thing right now. So regarding the tickets, we're not annual pass holders, and we probably won't be for the foreseeable future. It's just not within the budget. However, we got our tickets from the military installation called the Salute, military salute passes or whatever. And what's great about those tickets, you can choose, I believe 3 days the lowest.
I think so, yeah.
3 day up to, I want to say four or five.
5, I think.
And you can select Park Hopper, you can select Genie Plus with them, but it's not Genie Plus anymore. It's called
Multi-lightning
Multi-Pass
experience.
something. Yeah, I have to keep looking at Brianna because she knows this way better than I do. I don't.
But I don't know anything about the new passes.
This thing's harder to understand for me. But, and what's great about these tickets, we have the entire year to use them. Up until like December 22nd or something like that, right before the whole Christmas ensemble mess stuff. They're almost like annual passes because you can just use them throughout the year. You just make your reservation and you have it. So no other pass does that. You can buy some passes and you have to use them within 13 days. These special passes allow you to spread them out throughout the year. You can come in for 1 day, 6 months later down the road you can come in another time. So these passes are great.
And the reservation system for these passes tend to be open more frequently than even the pass holder
Really?
system. Yes.
There you go. So if you're military, don't sleep on those passes.
I
didn't like it that much, so I ordered another one.
Just to make sure.
So our server just told us that the company, Carl Strauss, that's the company, right? Carl Strauss? They wanted to stand out here for the 70th, so they made it extra hoppy, so that's why it's like that. Cheers to the 70th.
once again invite you to wish upon stars, to step into the unknown, and to join us on this, our wondrous journey.
And do it all over again.
Macrooooon is just another turn of the page. And I, for one, think what comes next will be wondrous.
So we watched Wondrous Journeys for the very first time when we first visited Disneyland, I think like about 3 years ago. For some reason, I remember bawling during it the first time, and this time it felt a little lackluster for me. It was a wonderful show, but not my favorite fireworks show, and I don't know what it was missing this time. Like, it didn't have the things that pulled on my heartstrings like it did before, from what I can remember. I don't know what it is. Maybe it's because we saw World of Color after that, and that one really did it for me, the World of Color one. I don't know. I'm hoping this other show at It's a Small World, the Tapestry one, is better. So far, that was not my favorite.
And when they say line up 3 hours prior, line up 3 hours prior, because there was no way to get a seat for the
Paint the
parade.
Night.
Yeah.
No.
And at first we thought it was only like four floats, but they were all kind of like delayed. So like, oh, okay, we see why people waited this long.
Yeah.
So we're gonna do a little trick, see if we can try to catch the one projection show on Small World and then immediately stay there, or continue to stay there, and see if we can catch the parade coming from there. So
Which there's already a line of people going. Paint the Night yet again. Chaos. We thought we were going to make it from Wondrous Journeys down to Small World, catch a nice spot there to at least catch It's a Small World, the Tapestry show, and Paint the Night, the final show for that. No. They had places blocked off, and as soon as we got back there, it is already cut off. So we're a little further down at the Alice in Wonderland ride. Okay, we'll go from there.
icon, incredible, like they're from another galaxy. Buzz Lightyear! Reach for the sky!
among nations of the world, and we wanted to show it to be a very happy one. Happy. As I say, we're just getting started.
That pulled out more emotion from me than Wondrous Journeys did. Not anything up until seeing Walt with Mickey. Oh.
All right, guys, that'll do it for us here at Disneyland for the 70th. As we said, there's so much to do. We haven't even left this park, so we still have another day tomorrow. It's already 11:52.
We closed out Disneyland for its opening day of the 70th. We didn't expect to close it out like this.
So we'll include our itinerary somewhere here. It changed a couple times towards the end, but we made it work. We were able to see Small World, and it was a really good one. And what were you saying to close it out?
Normally, Disney shows really make me tear up. Tapestry didn't do it until I saw Mickey and Walt walking away, and it got me. I wasn't expecting it. And to me, that was the perfect way to end the 70th celebration. It started with Walt and Mickey, and the show ended it with Walt and Mickey, and it was perfect. That did it. That was the perfect ending. All right, guys, thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a like, subscribe, leave us a comment, and let us know what your favorite part of the 70th celebration is. It the food, the shows? Let us know in the comments, because there's still so much we haven't even got to do. We'll see you tomorrow at DCA.